Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Maba and I'm here to chit chat with you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So as you can see from the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about the don'ts of growing long and healthy hair. I already did a video on the do's. Before we even continue this video, disclaimer, I'm not policing anyone. I'm not saying these are facts. I'm just giving some tips that I have seen other people also giving. Hopefully these tips can help you and me on our natural hair journeys and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this. If you disagree with some things, try to ask yourself, why do you disagree? And then if you find your why, then that's okay. You don't have to do the things that I'm telling you and that other people are also telling you. I mean, you never know until you try, right? Yeah, so anyways, enough of the rambling. Oh my goodness, I love my hair. Anyways, enough of the rambling. Let's get straight into this. Now, as we all know, sis over here forgets stuff easily and she likes to write things down. Okay, so the first thing that you do not want to do is you do not want to let your hair get matted up. So your hair can easily get matted up, especially if you're not moisturizing it. Maybe you're not nourishing it with the essential oils that your hair needs. So if you're wondering what is letting your hair get matted up, imagine you haven't combed your hair, you haven't detangled your hair, you haven't done anything, and then you just keep on sleeping like that for days and days and days and days and days. And then now it's like your hair is in this like spongy type of, a spongy type of thing. Like you can't even put a comb through it if you want to comb. This might stunt your growth and maybe you might not be seeing hair retention. So maybe that's why your hair is not growing, because you're not necessarily taking care of it. Those are just like basic things. Like before you sleep, you can do your 3-strand plaits and then just cover your hair in a protective head wrap and then just sleep. So yeah, that's the first thing that you do not want to do. The second thing that you do not want to do is let your hair frequently rub against cotton or wool. So what this means is that, like again, when you maybe want to sleep, rather use something that is silky or like made from satin to cover your hair. Because that way you won't be experiencing as much friction and your hair won't be breaking in the process. On top of that, materials that have cotton will obviously absorb more moisture than the silky materials. You don't want the head wrap to literally suck out the moisture from your hair, because then what are you doing? You know, because your hair needs the moisture, you see? So if you use something that's silky or slippery or bonnet, then you're good. The other thing is, do not brush or comb your hair, especially if the hair is dry, okay? You do not want to work with your hair when it's dry, because guys, all it's gonna do is break. Breakage is our enemy when we want to grow our hair, because I mean, if you want to grow your hair, you need to make sure that the hair at the end, which is the oldest hair on your strand, is still healthy and intact. So imagine if your hair is dry and then now you just go in with the comb or your brush. Obviously, you're going to be breaking your hair more. Now, shedding is something that happens every single day, even without you touching your hair. But now imagine on top of that normal shedding, you're now adding breakage. You're not going to see your hair growing because it's basically breaking. But when you decide to do so, you can be gentle. You can also wet your hair, like maybe with your spray bottle. You can add a conditioner, a moisturizer, and then go in with your comb or your brush, because I mean, those are tools that I use to like help make our hair a little bit more workable. So you can't necessarily avoid them all the time, although there are some people that actually prefer not using combs or brushes at all. All they use is their fingers to finger detangle. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. One thing that you need to remember as well is that it's not for everyone. So maybe some people have hair that allows them to just comb through easily. But if you have hair like me, you've seen my hair. Or let me just insert a picture over here. If you have hair like me, then you definitely need to dump in your hair, maybe like use some oils or some butters or whatever before actually combing, because my hair gets coiled up really easily, and if I decide to just go in with a comb, I know that I'm going to be breaking my hair and I won't be happy. Another thing is, do not touch your hair often, too often. This is one of my biggest problems because I just love styling my hair, and if I want to be styling my hair regularly and everything, I'm obviously going to be touching it. That is not good, because if I want my hair to grow long, I need to avoid touching it too much, because touching it too much also leads to breakage. You guys, everything leads to breakage. So everything literally leads to breakage. So I see why people constantly have this argument like, hey, we're tired of hearing do not do this, do not do this, do not do this. But that is why these things are just trial and error, and they might not be suitable for everyone. And which is why I said at the beginning, in no way is this policing or whatever, but this is for someone who is out there maybe doing these things and can clearly see like, whoa, I'm losing so much hair, and maybe they don't know what they're doing wrong. So for that person, these are the things that you should watch out for. Are you keeping your hair moisturized? Are you combing your hair or brushing your hair when it's dry, you know? Or are you over manipulating your hair? Those are the key things to just pay attention to, especially when you want to focus on hair retention and growth. In short, just leave your hair alone. I know it's very difficult, but haven't you noticed how when people decide to do dreadlocks, their hair just grows so well? Another protective style that works for me is keeping my hair in twists, like my own hair in twists, and then whenever I decide to leave the house, maybe I put on a wig or maybe a head wrap and everything, but I stay in twists for maybe like 2 weeks or even 3, depending on how lazy I am to actually do my hair, not knowing that I'm actually doing myself a favor. So yeah guys, I hope this video was helpful, especially to someone who is totally clueless about hair. Just do the things that you need to be doing. Even if you have a protective style like this, you can still moisturize your scalp, you can still massage your scalp, you can still moisturize the hair that's in the strand, especially when you want to grow your hair long and healthy. Anyways, I have talked too much, and I feel like you guys have heard what I'm trying to say, and let's learn together. Let's work on this together, because I'm also learning. I'm not an expert. I'm not saying I don't do any of these things and that's why my hair is growing. No, I'm not saying any of that, because those are the things that I also do. So I need to also watch out for those things, especially if I want to be doing them regularly. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell so every single time I upload a video. Leave a beautiful comment down below so I can interact with you. I want to know you. I want to know you. You also want to know me, so don't pretend. Okay. That's it from me for today. I'll see you in my next one. But for now, do me a favor and continue loving your crown. Bye. Mwah. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure to do so at mcm_muya and come back for more videos. Okay? Bye. For real this time.